Hello and welcome to Aurei Plays Factorio Seablock. This is episode 129 and we just finished advanced aluminum smelting research. So we probably want to take a look at that, like fixing that up, and we also want to automate. Oh yeah, we actually did that. So yeah, we have the science going all the way up. So that's nice. So let's see what else we might want to get. Let's see. Probably like advanced iron smelting thingies seem pretty relevant. Yeah, get some further ore processing stuff. I think that makes sense. So let's go for that. We can double back if we need to, but for now we should be good. Let's see. Okay, so we want to get processed aluminum and then in a powder mixture make aluminum hydroxide out of that. This is the powder mixer. So basically what we want to do is get one or two of those ore processors. One is probably totally fine, at least for now. And then let's see, we'll bring that in. There we go. Ooh, this is a little bit tight. Do we want to orient it? I think we want to orient it like this. That seems okay. So let's do it like this. We'll run the belt like this, and then we can do outputs over here. Okay, so let's get the inserters going, and yeah, there we go. So you'll be doing processed aluminum. We need to make sure this is properly powered, and then we'll do the output like this. Okay, and then we just, once this is finished up, we want to change the recipe over to, oh yeah, okay. Let's see. So I just want to keep an eye on this for a second to see if this processor can handle the ore supply, but my guess is that that should be totally doable. We do want to put the ore in here and the hydroxide over there, and wait, so we're making, oh yeah, so this is alumina for, yeah, so that's something we could also be doing. Actually, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because one of the issues that we had was, well, supply of wood seems to be fine now, so I'm not really too worried about that. But it might still be like an issue in some way. You guys are still buffering. Is that gonna be problematic? It will be at some point. So it's good to keep an eye on that. Like it won't, they will notice when it starts piling up badly, but for now I'm not too concerned. Let's also keep an eye on how the blue science is going. Like I want to know how what the bottlenecks are, if it is indeed still aluminum. Probably is, but it can't hurt to check. Verifying this. Actually, the aluminum is backlogging, so it's probably other stuff then that we sort of want to worry about. If we look at, like, we had a decent backlog, though this one is decreasing, and actually, like, all 4 of the labs are just running nicely, so that's pretty solid actually. So if we want faster research speed, then we would need to do something about that, but other than that, that seems to be okay actually. Like it might make sense to try scaling up a little bit, right? If we manage to scale up, we can really get some more stuff done. But let's just see, like, if we needed to, what would be, like, the green science seems to be might actually be an issue. And for this, you laser guys need the emitters, which need green circuits. So green circuits is actually an issue, which makes sense because we unblocked the solar panel production. So that's probably something we want to take a look at. Like, and we probably want to actually use them, but oh, let's see. Why are you slow? Yeah, it's okay. It's iron then. Oh, this is all unpowered. That's not good. Let's fix that up. Doesn't like it's okay. Like it's not a big deal, but the fact that it is this way is kind of scary. Let's see. Yeah, it's really the iron. Like I'm not sure. Are we using that much then? Or is there something else? I guess there's a lot of iron going in this way. Let's see. Are we... You're using a bunch? Yeah, I guess we're also using a bunch for steel plate. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, but I guess we want to do... We do want to get more iron then. Yeah. So basically... Yeah, this seems worthwhile getting. Yeah, so and actually, so what we want to end up doing is being able to have a setup where we can like mix and match the ingots. That's kind of the awkward part about this setup, that we don't really have a good way to get more iron. Like let's see, iron. So if we look at recipes for that, in particular, like let's go back to the plate. So for molten iron, we can like do manganese or silicon or nickel and cobalt. Like we can do all kinds of recipes, and like only yeah, like these two are problematic, or we could actually get them quite soon. And what else does advanced iron smelting get us? It gets us a pellet into. So that would mean we need an extra pre-processing step, I guess. Let's see. So pellet into processed iron, and then iron ingots from pellets, but that needs limestone and charcoal as well. Let's see. Yeah, so are we gonna... This is made in a pellet press. Yeah, basically if we want to do that, we need to find the space somewhere. And the problem at this time is that we can't really find the space over here. Yeah, so the ways we could increase the supply is basically increase the supply of these guys. Make sure... Yeah, we could actually... The amount of givelite we have backed up is actually not that big. Is there... No, this seems okay. Like actually that's kind of full up. So we could add a couple more of those givelite crystallizers. Let's do that. That can't hurt, right? Yeah. Like the mineral sludge is fine. So let's add a couple of those. Yeah. Meanwhile, what do we want to research? So the iron would be useful, but I'm not, like, we're not really in a position to take full advantage of it. So I think what we'll likely do, like we might want to try tacking out of this at some point, but I think for now, like the research speeds I'm actually quite happy with. Like it's a little bit slow, but we can, like, scaling up a little bit works out. So I think we actually want to start looking at like the next tier science stuff. Nah, no. We need to scale up once more, like properly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna maybe... so there's a couple ways we could go about it. We could rearrange some of this filtering, right? We could just say, okay, we're gonna relocate iron to the end and do something with that. I actually really like that idea. We could just do that. Just relocate iron over here, rebuild some of the setup. Yeah, I think that's a pretty awesome way to go. Okay, so then we are going to research advanced iron smelting. So we're not, like, how are we on stuff like silicon? Like, it's not it's backing up, but it's not that bad. Like we're really actively using that. Most of our stuff is being consumed at a reasonable pace. So like mixing those kind of things doesn't really matter. Like the things we can do most at this time is increased Jivelite and upgrade this colon, and the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna relocate it over here. It's gonna be a little bit spaghetti-ish to get the iron back in like over here, but that's okay. Like we can just chain it through here and then bring it down. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, so let's see, did I craft some more crystallizers? Maybe not. No, let's do 3? 3 seems fine. Like it's gonna auto limit if we don't have enough slag slurry. So on that front we're gonna be fine in either case, and yeah, other than that I'm not too worried about it. Okay, we'll need some more copper pipe. How are we doing copper wise? Can we grab some from a backlog, or is that problematic? Yeah, that's actually okay. That's also kind of, yeah, we really do need to scale up. Like we need to tech out to actually be able to get some better stuff at a reasonable pace. Like I always make the mistake of going for robots too early. At this point, I really want to go for robots, just because they're gonna make a lot of stuff so much easier. But yeah, we just can't afford it. That's the problem. Yeah, so there's gonna be another issue, which is that in order to do the advanced iron stuff, we need limestone. So let's check out which one that is, if it's the ones that we have billions of, or the ones that we need to process to have billions of. Let's see. We have you guys, we're making, yeah, limestone goes in. So that's the same for you guys, right? If we want to do this recipe, this one, we need limestone. So that's the stuff that we have like a billion of right here. So that's good in a sense. And in fact, yeah, it's that one that we bring up over here. So the only thing we need to do in order to make use of that is sneak it through and bring it over to this side. Which is actually kind of awkward. Let's see how we're gonna do that. We might consider bringing it up like over here and then going down. I think that's actually an okay way to go. We can sneak like right through here, through the flotation cells, and that's gonna be okay. Yeah, I think that's where I want to be at in this case. The Jivelite is really picking up. It doesn't seem to be causing any issues for the other crystallizers, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, let's go. I do need some iron to craft all the belts. And let's see, so how are we doing power supply wise? Yeah, we're still using the accumulators. Basically, I want to get to a state where we're not really using the accumulators, preferably, because that means that we don't really need the, like, they'll get charged quickly, and then at the daytime the accumulators will switch off. So I guess so. I think I know what's going on here. We're consuming a lot of iron because of our green science backlog, right? So this green science process takes a lot of iron, and what we'll hopefully see is that the science packs start backing up on the belt, and once we have that, we will slowly get rid of our iron problem. Whereas copper is really scarce even towards the end of the belt. So that might be a bigger issue in the end. Yeah, but we'll make do. Let's see. Yeah, it actually is green science that's now backlogged. So what I'm also gonna do, and I should have done this a bit ago. Are we doing that yet? I guess we... Yeah, no, so this was being refilled, and I actually want to sort of backlog some of this stuff to give this some room to work. Let's see, yeah, so the green science is the backlog, or is the bottleneck at this point, which is kind of surprising to me actually. I wouldn't have expected that. Like that might also be because we have the blue science backlog, so once that's depleted then blue science becomes the problem again, but it's actually... And it's not even a machine capacity issue, it's like a raw resource capacity issue. It's really the iron that's causing these problems. We're gonna place some of those solar panels though. Like, they're pretty key to the long-term strategy. I'm happy to have them. Like, just having them produce the electricity is gonna mean that we alleviate some of the stress on our other systems. So yeah, I'm gonna be okay with that. Okay, we got advanced iron smelting. Yeah, we want to get this in any case. This is gonna be like pretty solid, because then we could do purified water filtering instead of carbon based. So let's see. We're just gonna place down the solar panels. 1, 2, and then you guys place a power pole to connect them up. This, yeah, and we'll add accumulators later. Like the raw solar panels are the most important parts in this case. Let's see, how are you guys doing? Pretty good, right? Yeah, we scaled you up a little bit, and we could use this to further scale up, but that's really gonna come at the cost of raw power, which I think it might actually make sense to do that, right? Like it will mean that basically this part we can actually extend in quite a nice way, so it's very space efficient compared to this stuff. Like it's maybe not, that's really the trade-off. And at this point, like, it's not so much the space as the build effort. Like, this is just a little bit of a weird construction, and the way it works out is that, yeah, it sort of functions at the end. But I guess, let's see, can we get you guys to speed up a little bit? Let's craft a little bit of yellow transport belt. This side seems to be the problem. Let's see. And like, just the fact that we need to do it in this way is already kind of awkward, right? It's this imbalance between the different washing machines is sort of, yeah, or rather the geodes is causing throughput issues in itself. So this is why I want robots, but sadly we're not there yet. Yeah, so I got some iron, hopefully enough to get a bunch of belt. We're gonna need to bring the limestone over, which we're gonna do. Let me double check that this is the right stuff. So let's see, this contains, you guys, right? Lime. And if we, yeah, so we actually do need lime, I think, and not limestone. Let's see. You guys, yeah, we need lime and charcoal. So the charcoal, I'm pretty sure, is right there. So it's just the lime that we would need to put on there. Let me check. So in case that there's other, so what do the other high level ingot recipes need? Ingots. Let's see. So for copper, we need, okay, copper anode, which is just pellets and oxygen gas in a blast furnace, okay. So if there's more recipes that need it, we might just side load it on the fuel belt. It's kind of nasty, but I'm actually not too opposed to it. Steel ingots we can only make in one way? That seems weird. I guess we can make molten steel in different ways, or let's see, yeah, we have ways to improve this. Yeah, okay, so the advanced steel smelting with the coils and the coolant is then where we're at. Manganese. I don't even know where we get those ores, but yeah, well, it's probably one of the things that we haven't fixed up. Yeah, so we could be lazy. No, okay, we can't be lazy because we already were lazy, and there's also carbon on this line. So we gotta do something else. So let's see, we can either sneak it through. Yeah, what are the options? I think this is kind of a mess, so I think I'm gonna go for up and to the left. It's not pretty, but it's better than anything else. Let's also grab some landfill. There we go. Good stuff. And we have a bunch of stuff to put in a random chest. Let's see. This warehouse is also my waste warehouse. So let's put some random stuff in there that we probably don't need for a bit. This seems fine. We don't need those pellets. Solder. Yeah. Cobalt steel is probably useful. Stand casting machine might need that for something. Copper cable, just the one, doesn't really matter. Zinc ore, light armor, never gonna need that again, hopefully. Yep. Okay, and the wind turbines I should place actually. The programmable speaker should be fine. Yeah. Okay, let's just plop down the wind turbines. Let's do that over here. And then we're gonna bring up you guys. Okay, let's go. So we'll split you off right here, and then we're gonna craft more belt because we're gonna need it. We'll also craft some underground belt. There we go. Okay. So yeah, basically the plan is bring over the limestone, build a new iron processing setup at the end of the belt, switch out this filtering. And actually, yeah, then we can put the iron, like put it on this belt, and then merge it onto there. That seems fine. It's not pretty, but this output is not that big, right? This is just the one stereotype store basically. So yeah, we're gonna switch over this and we're gonna build some more iron. Yeah, good stuff. We'll continue on stream, but I'm gonna make a cut for YouTube here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.